years ago, I think 2-3 years ago, Simi, Joseph, the director, he came down and he narrated the role to me, and I obviously wanted to be a part of it because Atul Kulkarni was in it, and it had a very interesting Marathi cast.
Right.
I have never been a part of, like, it was a Hindi film, but I've never, and it was also dubbed in Marathi.
Yes.
But I like the concept. I wanted to work with all these actors.
Right.
So that's how that happened, and I was in Delhi. I think we shot in Delhi a lot.
Yeah.
And we shot in 2 schedules, and that also released this year.
Yes, yeah.
I was very intimidated. In fact, the first day I went on the set, I saw him, and he was so quiet and sitting in one corner. I've always seen his films, and I got so nervous. And but he was very sweet, and he helped me. He said, "Don't be nervous," and all of that. He was very sweet to me. He helped me a lot.
Okay.
But he's a fabulous actor, and he's a very knowledgeable man.
Right.
It was great. But not only him, even my other co-stars like Pramati and Tejaswini and this other little girl. They were all very, very good to me. And we all, made friends. There was Bhushan Pradhan. So we made friends. I met Bhushan a couple of times when I went back to Bombay.
Yeah.
So, and the Simi and all, and the entire unit was very, very sweet.
Right.
It was very down to earth, very hardworking, and they had a vision. So it was very nice shooting for the whole thing. I didn't really receive anything as such, but I don't know. I mean, the reviews were pretty decent when I'm concerned.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, a lot of my films have gone to film festivals.
Right.
Actually.
Absolutely.
I thought this would go through because they had told me this was going to do the festival round. So I'm glad I'm glad it was received well.
Yeah.
I think it's great that this OTT during this pandemic, the OTT platforms are always there.
Yeah.
But I think during the pandemic, I think everyone obviously flocked to the OTT more. So there was a boom for the OTT. And as a result, a lot of actors who haven't been working for many, many years, a lot of technicians, a lot of people, who we forgotten for the last 10, 20 years.
Absolutely.
We suddenly saw on this platform.
Yeah.
It was great to see. And also, I would say that, because an OTT, when you do a show, a web show, or something for the OTT platform, it's not only like, star-driven.
Right.
Story doesn't revolve around only one character.
Absolutely.
Like if you see a show, each and every character is important. Each and every character has a story to tell, and each story has been given its importance. So no one in a show, in an OTT platform, it always is left out or star-driven. So any good actor is always, they're always looking for fresh talent. They're always looking for good actors. So I think it's a boom for the industry also.
Yeah.
That, because of this, a lot of people, even behind the camera, who just surfaced, and they prove to be great and great potential.
Absolutely.
And because there's a freedom of expression over there, there's no risk, because there's freedom, so much of freedom of expression.
Yeah.
And it's not really censored. I think people are able to tell their stories also truthfully and honestly.
True, yeah.
And that is what is working. That's why the content is becoming stronger.
Absolutely.
And that's why, content is in the forefront now.
Yeah.
Vidya Balan, Tapsi Pannu's one, Mukha Qureshi's one.
Yeah.
There are many, and people are taking to it so naturally. It's great. It's great for the women too.
Yeah.
So see, I also believe that, so maybe at that point I did the best of what I got. And then I Calcutta, and I did a lot of Bengali films. I also done Telugu. I have a Tamil film releasing this year.
True.
I also have film releasing. So I think at that point I did the best of what I got.
Absolutely.
I think that from now on, I think there's always still time, and I think that if I have to realize my own true potential, it will come now. There's always a chance for everything, so I don't regret anything.
Yeah.
I think I did the best then, and maybe there's more to come now.
True.
With more things coming up. So I don't regret it.
Yeah.
I have done the best of what I got at that point.
Absolutely.
is a lot of, initially when you first join, there is a lot of expectation. I'm Suchitra Sen's daughter, Moon Moon Sen's daughter, and my sister had joined the films before me.
Yeah.
So we are sister, even though I'm the older one, 14 months. But so that way, there was a lot, like a star kid has already, before making a film, they've already got so much of, expectations that people have already criticized them, people have already judged them because they're star kids.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be like knowing it all.
Absolutely.
So, if initially a star kid has it quite difficult.
Yeah. True.
But a newcomer, there is no baggage, there's no image. So, you don't judge newcomer in a first film. But if a star kid does a first film, you judge that star kid.
Absolutely,
so basically it was tough because, my grandmother left a legacy. And obviously in the first film, I was not going to get like a, Sanjay Leela Bhansali debut. So, of course, initially it was very, very difficult to break that.
Yeah.
But then once I did Bali, turning point in my career with Rituparno Ghosh, I think once I got Bali released, and that turned around my career.
Yeah.
And then people started looking at me as, oh, she's, Raima.
Yeah.
She can do this. She can act. I mean, so after that, it started, that it started lessening. I created my own niche here.
Yeah, absolutely.
And now I think earlier it was probably, I couldn't understand. I was too young. I joined when I was 15. But now I feel it's a blessing. I'm like, okay, wow, they're like, oh, you're Suchitra Sen's granddaughter. Oh, you're Moon Moon Sen's daughter. So now it's a blessing.
Yeah, true.
Now it has to work. But initially when you start out like any other newcomer, it's not easy. I did go for my play. I didn't have the ID launch.
Yeah, true.
I had I did Godmother. That was my first film. So I didn't have that big launch. So after that, I did Dhamma and I did a lot of other art films. Then I did Bali. So my launch was also not conventional.
True.
So I also did my share of screen time. I was thrown out of a couple of films. I have gone through my hardship, but I realized today, now at some point we don't understand, but I realized if hardships don't happen to you, and if bad don't happen to you, how are you going to grow and how are you going to, learn?
True.
So now I'm very grateful, and now I don't mind anything like bad happening or something, devastating. I know I can get out of it stronger and I learn something from it. If your life is just going to carry on just being a plateau, then you don't learn anything. You're just in your own bubble.
Absolutely.
So, I appreciate the things that happen to me so that I am stronger today in terms of, I've learned a lot from this industry.
Yeah.
I never had formal training or anything.
True.
But for me, practical experiences. I just got lucky with a lot of directors, so I learned from them.
Yeah.
And then, of course, when this Netflix show happened, I was lucky enough to do a workshop with Atul Mongia.
Wow.
He does workshops for everyone in the industry. The funny thing is, 3 years ago, I'd actually called his office. I wanted to do a workshop with Atul Mongia. But the dates didn't work out or something didn't work out. So 3 years later, he called me for the meeting for this Netflix show, and they said Atul Mongia will be doing his directorial debut. I was very excited. I was like, wow, at least I'll get to do the workshop.
Right.
So, that worked out for me. So I didn't hope for anything. I said, let me just do the workshop. If I get this, I'll get this. But so I just got lucky there. So I think everything happens for a reason.
True.
And, I just got lucky with that. But I got to do the workshop also.
Yeah.
Learn a lot more than I had learned in so many years, and I got the show.
Awesome.
No, actually, because we were very young, and that time my mother joined the film industry after Riya and me were born. We were like 2.
Yeah.
So we saw my mother dressing up. We used to go with her on the set, meet all the actors. She would introduce us to, the actors that she was working. We met Jackie to meet Soon, to Akshay Kumar, whoever we wanted to meet.
Yeah.
At that time, we were kids.
Right.
So we were like, wow, this is, for us it was about the lights, the hair, the makeup. So subconsciously, we both always wanted to be in this industry. But of course, when I did my first film, I realized it's not just that. It's so much more.
True.
Hard work, and I was just 17. I was just like in class 11.
Okay.
And I got a reality check when I went to do Godmother. It was so difficult. And I was like, oh God, I want to do this. But after Godmother release and it got so many acclaims and awards, I think the offers just kept pouring, and I just went with the flow, and I just started acting. We used to love watching movies. When we were young, all those Hema Malini movies.
Right.
movies. We used to love watching movies.
Yeah.
See, I don't know, because in my grandmother's time, they believed in not showing themselves to the public.
Yeah.
To maintain that again. And then in my mother's time also there was no social media, but of course there was a lot of magazines.
Right.
And, all that. All the print was there. There was a lot of social media, but not like this.
Right.
And so in my time when I started, it was, like nothing.
Right.
Then came magazines, and now it's this. So it's different. I think we have to update we have to move along with the times. Because you're not on social media, you're missing out. Or your fans don't know much about you. You don't have a fan. You have to be on social media, I feel.
Yeah.
But also, but it's also like it works for us also. We also, get our messages across. A lot of work is done digitally because of this lockdown. So it's also helpful for us. It's a two-way thing.
True.
Now I guess visibility is important, because now they're like, oh, you're not seen. You're here. You don't come to parties. You don't do PR. So now I think it's very important. So I think the time's changing. You've got to change. God knows what's going to happen tomorrow.
True.
So I think it's necessary. You have to adapt and move with the time. See, I initially used to get very hurt. Because I feel that, the only bad thing we have, is like, why are people judging you?
Yeah.
They don't know your whole story.
Absolutely.
And even if they judge you for your clothes, they don't even know why you're wearing that outfit, for what reason, for what theme. They are just happy to judge you.
Yeah.
So I feel that this society would just be a better place if you just stop judging someone else, because you don't know their story.
Absolutely.
I mean, it hurts me, but because I've grown up in this line, in the thick of things. I've grown up reading magazines, grown up gossip calls about my mother.
Yeah.
I have grown up with all this.
Yeah.
So my father is very grounded. He always taught us that don't get affected by it.
True.
So as children, we never get affected by any gossip.
Yeah.
So I think now also, I protect myself from it, because I don't want to upset my own mental health. So I ignore it.
Yeah.
But if you're giving me constructive criticism, I'm ready to hear it. But you are just going to judge me, and, no reason. And just, then I'd rather choose to ignore it. I'd rather not even read it.
Yeah, true.
No, see, I'm sure that it has been there it has always been there. But maybe it's not just come out in the open so much.
True.
Now that everything is open, everything's coming out in the open. But I am sure these issues were there even before, but not out in the addressed as before. Now people are talking about it. Now we have, of course there were therapists then, but everything was a secret, everything was a taboo, everything was hidden.
Absolutely, yeah.
Like we don't know whether we should, but now everything is normal. Everything is actually now. It's not bad to go to someone to talk to.
True.
Now, in fact, a lot of people, I think now, because everything is so open, I think it's good, because now people don't think it as a taboo.
Exactly, yeah.
And of course, there's breathwork nowadays, there's yoga, there's meditation.
Yeah.
And you know what? And the answers only lie with you, and only you can help yourself. You can go to 100 therapists if you are not ready.
Yeah.
Nothing will happen. So it's up to you to actually now help yourself in these times, and meditate, do what works for you. Listen to music, go out, watch a movie, or do breath work. There's so many things available.
Yeah.
So people should now actually help themselves, and now that everything's not a taboo, go out there and seek help if they have to. It is important. Everybody needs it, and nobody looks as happy and perfect as they are.
Yeah.
So so everyone has their own journey. Everyone has their problems. So people should now just take control and listen. We listen to so many speeches. So just help yourself. I think all the answers lie within you at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
It's up to you to see.
Yes.
I think all that is changing. All that is changing now. If you see, the South Indian films are doing very, very well.
Absolutely, yeah.
And some of our Hindi films are also. And I think now it's just people will go and watch a good film in the hall.
Absolutely, yeah.
and then it will work. Now I think it's changing in the sense because now we have OTT. And we have it at our session. We can put on what we want according to our mood anytime, pause it and watch it anytime later. For us now to go to the hall, you will have to give us something great.
Yeah, right.
So all that will change.
True.
All that will change. So in the lockdown, I realized one thing, that life is very predictable.
True.
We are going here to here, working this, always escaping here. So in the lockdown, no one could escape to anything. We were all stuck in the house.
Right.
So for me, I realized that the health is the most important. But I saw my father being in hospital for 1 month. I saw my mother, my whole family having COVID. I'm the only one who didn't touch wood. But my whole family, and in front of me, it taught me how life is so fragile and you just have to keep fit and healthy. And it's not about losing weight.
Yeah.
And nothing to do with that. In fact, right now, if you want me to be size 0, I won't be. Because now I'm more worried about my health and my well-being.
True.
Like, than trying to look fit for a role. Because, you never know what's going to happen tomorrow.
Right.
Grandmother brought in her style to the Bengali film.
Yeah.
She was a fashion. She started. Then my mother also, she was the most glamorous person. She's got her own style. And my father comes from the royal family, Gayatri Devi and all. His mother is Gayatri's sister. So we've grown up watching Gayatri Devi also in her chiffon sarees and her pearls. So I think I've seen these women with that distinct style. Yeah. And my mother's also telling me that she wants to do my wardrobe and she wants to do my styling. But I believe in comfort more than anything. So you'll maximum only see me either in jeans or you'll see that. Whereas my sister is very stylish and everybody is very stylish. My mother keeps telling me she wants to dress me, she wants to change my wardrobe. But I am very easy. I believe in comfort. I just believe in just wearing something that I just be happy to chill in and get my work done the whole day without worrying about what I'm wearing.
Nice.
See, I don't have an idea. Actually, everyone asks me, of course, what I'm married. Why? Because see, nowadays, independent working woman.
True.
I don't know why if she is not married has to be asked this question. But I don't know how marriage, frankly, is like. I understand if I see myself in my career in the next 5 years.
Yeah.
I see it like a goal or an objective or my passion.
Right.
But marriage is for me is not an end goal.
True.
It's not that I'm going to get married and then everything will be okay and then I'll just settle down. It's not like that.
Right.
I'm independent and have my freedom. I have parents who love me and let me do everything I want.
Yeah.
And I'm very happy in my own space and everything. But of course, I would like to, if not marriage, I think marriage is destined or whatever in my outlook. I think if not marriage, I'd like to have a companion.
Right.
Like a companion who you can talk to about the whole day, who will just be there to understand. And just someone there that that you come home, there's some guy, some fallback. That companion could not only mean a man maybe.
Right.
So, it could be even a person you look to for advice.
Absolutely.
A person you respect, maybe like a guru, or maybe a mother figure to me. It could be like that also.
Yeah, true.
Someone who you're safe and comfortable and confide in everything.
Absolutely.
Someone to understand you, just get to hold your back. Just say, okay, I have your back. No matter what.
Right.
That is important more than marriage, more than naming it, more than anything else.
True.
So I have a film Vinay Path is releasing.
Yeah.
It's Alia guide hai.
Okay.
Then I have this Tamil film releasing with Vijay Anthony.
Okay.
And I have to message you the name because now I can't remember.
No problem.
It's a Tamil name, and I have done a Bengali web show.
Okay.
Which will be during the pujas.
Okay.
And then I have a few here and there. I'm just reading and seeing because after this big show which is done so well, I want to now, something good has to come out. I have to do something better than this, so I'm waiting.
Surely, right. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for the time.